Congratulations on the standing ovation. It was incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lily, I have to start with you on this. I know you had to get ready to become this pop princess. Talk us through this transformation that you had to do.
So I kind of went through like pop star boot camp, you know, and it's like, because it's like not only was I, you know, gonna play a pop star, but also somebody who's been like working since she was a kid and like would have been taking dance lessons and singing lessons and the whole thing from like a super young age. So I wanted Jocelyn to feel like authentic in that way and like somebody who really had been doing it forever, and I so have not been. So I just wanted to make sure that I was doing her justice in that way. So I took all the lessons that I was supposed to take, and it was really fun, and it was really helpful in a lot of ways. Obviously, just like technically learning how to do those things that I don't know how to do, but also in like understanding her, because she would have done the same thing. She would have been, you know, doing those lessons and working really hard and like, you know, and pushing herself. So I wanted to push myself in that same way.
Hardest part?
Hardest part? I don't even know. Like, we had so much.
Or most fun?
We had so much fun making it that like even the hard parts were fun. I mean, I guess like the hardest would be like, you know, I know you've only seen the first 2 episodes, but like definitely my character goes to some pretty raw emotional places, and that's like, I guess challenging, but it's also, I wouldn't say that it's hard, because I find that kind of work to be like really cathartic and kind of like healing, like kind of therapeutic, and also like all my friends were there all the time, so I just felt like we were all like hanging out. It was really fun.
I think it was scarier for us to watch Lily go to these places than it was for her. Like, you seemed like completely cool and calm and collected, and I'm like shaken up watching this performance. It's like incredible. I'm really excited for everyone to see.
I mean, she is our idol, but walk us through Xander, because folks don't know a lot about him before the trailer or before the first episodes.
Yeah, so Xander has been Jocelyn's like best friend since they were kids, and he's also her creative director, and so he's her, you know, best friend, but also her employee. And I think that creates a kind of it's a very layered relationship, and I'm really excited for people to see kind of where it all goes. You know, because he's trying to look after her, and he's also trying to look after himself, and you know, her business and his business, and there's a kind of inherent conflict of interest there, I think, and so it was really fun to play that.
I love that. I think everyone has made the Britney connections. It's going to be obvious. Y'all give me more in the trailer. However, do you hope that she maybe watches it? Do you even want to know if she watches it? Because I know it's not about her, but it's obviously something she would know about.
I mean, listen, like, I'm obviously a huge fan of Britney's. I mean, who isn't? You know, I think she's incredible, and I have so much respect and admiration for her. So, of course, I mean, I would be overjoyed if she watched the show. But I also think it's important to say, like you said, that we're certainly not trying to tell her story or anybody else's story for that matter. But of course, I mean, I love Britney.
Who doesn't? I mean, I wouldn't trust people that didn't. We have to talk about this a little bit. Girl, it's steamy. Like, that was, I sat through those 2 hours. It was revelatory. But as an actor, it's technical, and there's so much that you have to do. Was there any moment where you had a bit of a gut check about it?
Honestly, no. No. Like, what do you mean in terms of like a moment?
Like the steamier scenes, like worried about, like, again, this is a lot of exposure.
It is. But I think that it really comes down to how, you know, comfortable you feel in the environment and how comfortable you feel with the people that you're doing it with. And I was really blessed to be surrounded by people all the time that I felt, you know, just incredibly respected by, incredibly, you know, that were listening to me, that valued my opinions, that wanted my input, that wanted me to be a part of the creation of this character and a part of the, you know, and why those kinds of scenes are so important to the character and what those moments in Jocelyn's, you know, life are trying to say to the audience and also the people around her. But no, I mean, I'm super blessed to have had like Sam behind the camera and Abel in front of the camera with me. These are two people that I love dearly and that I feel very understood by, and so I feel like yeah, those, you know, it just, that's really what it comes down to, and I think that all of those aspects of the character are really important to the story and to who she is.
I was just going to add real quick, and I'd like both of you, how did they help foster that on set? Like, how did they make sure you all felt great to, again, voice concerns and foster that really collaborative environment?
I guess it's just about like making it clear that like this is a safe space where no one is interested in putting anything on camera that somebody is remotely uncomfortable with, and that's something that felt, I think, very clear to all of us. Totally. You know, like in environment that Sam was fostering, and Ashley as well, and all of our amazing producers and our intimacy coordinators and everybody. And I think, like, again, it comes down to the relationship that you have with the people that you're doing it with, and I feel like we all kind of really bonded and love each other and understood each other, and there was never going to be a world where anything was going to happen that anybody didn't feel okay about. That was very clear from the beginning.
I love the way you put that. Both of you get to work intimately with Abel, obviously, throughout this show, not just as the producer and screenwriter on it, but acting in scenes with it. What were your first impressions? Like, when did you meet? Did you guys know each other from the music industry first, or was working on this more the introduction?
We had texted before, but we had never actually met, I don't think. I'd seen him from afar. I know that for a fact. But yeah, he's incredible. I think one of the most inspiring things about making this show for me was we're seeing The Weeknd, the biggest, like, you know, star in the world, approach a project with such humility. And he came to set as like an actor, you know, like an actor who's kind of new to all of this, with, you know, so ready to like learn and collaborate, and he's just like, he's so sweet. It was amazing. Yeah.
And he's so like fearless, and he's so like, he's just very grounded, and I think it's really rare to like to meet people like I think it's like hard for any actor to like. And also, like, you know, I'm excited for you guys to like get to know Tedros more as the show goes on and everything, but like, to be able to kind of like let go like that in the way that he really does in the show, I think can be difficult for any actor, let alone somebody who is, you know, newer to it, and, you know, let alone even more somebody who has the, you know, the presence that he already does in the world. And so I was very impressed with his ability to just kind of melt into the role, and like Troy said, approach it with such humility and you know, such generosity also. He's a very generous scene partner, and he's just very kind.
Well, before we get out of here, we have to talk fashion. I mean, you guys look amazing. And we actually want to do some firsts and lasts with you, Lily. So this was actually your very first can, where you literally broke the internet.
Oh,
Walk us through that
Yeah,
moment and getting ready for it. Sorry, can you see?
Oh my God. Little baby.
How old are you?
Yeah,
Like 17.
Wow.
Tell us about that night, and then we also want to get you to talk about the can moment, because that was another one. If you could, like, and I'll show you a picture of that one. Go ahead.
I like, that feels like a lifetime ago, and I just didn't know what on earth I was getting into. I think, like, it was, you know, obviously my first can, and I was just like, I was so new to everything, and just like super, like, you know, just fascinated by the world and everything, and I don't know, I kind of just went in blindly. I was there with a movie called La Danseuse, and I, you know, I was really kind of just holding on to my team and letting them kind of guide me through. But it was incredible. I mean, this festival is so special and so beautiful, and, you know, it's special anytime you get to come here. But I remember my first time being like, wow.
Last night, look, getting ready to walk on the Tapis Rouge. Now, this is not your first time, but you're walking where you're the star of the Idol. Just walk us through that moment, getting ready for it, and how much you wanted to make that moment special.
I mean, it was going to be a special moment regardless. I mean, like, you know, getting to like walk the steps like all together and to celebrate this project that has been such a long time coming and that we're all so proud of was like, you know, just very emotional and super surreal. And I was really excited about my dress. I found this picture of this 94 Chanel runway dress, and I was like, this is my dream premiere dress. And I've been working with Chanel for a long time, and I love them. They're such incredible people behind the maison, and so they were kind enough to remake it for me, and yeah, I was really excited to wear it. I felt like
modern Audrey Hepburn. That's what I saw.
Princess Jocelyn. Yeah, exactly.
Dug it.